Orthodoxy Today, the Bible in a Year, with Archbishop Alexander, the Most Reverend K.B. Ward. Genesis 9. God blesseth Noah, forbiddeth floods, and promises never more to destroy the world by water, and blessings of Sem and Japheth. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and he said to them, Increase and multiply and fill the earth. And let the fear and dread of you be upon all the beasts of the earth, and upon all the fowls of the earth, and all that moves upon the earth, and all the fishes of the sea are delivered into your hand. And everything that moveth and liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herbs have I delivered them all to you. Saving that flesh with blood you shall not eat. For I will regard the blood of the lives at the hand of every beast, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man, and of his brother will I require the life of man. Whosoever shall shed man's blood, his blood shall be shed, for man was made in the image of God. But increase you and multiply, and go upon the earth and fill it. Thus also said God to Noah, and to his sons with him, Behold, I will establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living soul that is with you, as well in all birds as in cattle and beasts of the earth, that come forth out of the ark, and all the beasts of the earth. I will establish my covenant with you, and all flesh shall be no more destroyed with the waters of a flood, neither shall there be from henceforth a flood to waste the earth. And God said, This is the sign of the covenant which I give between me and you, and every living soul that is with you, for perpetual generations. I will set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and between the earth. And when I shall cover the skies with clouds, my bow shall appear in the clouds. And I will remember my covenant with you, and with every living soul that beareth flesh. There shall be no more waters of a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the clouds, and I shall see it, and shall remember the everlasting covenant that was made between God and every living soul of all the flesh which is upon the earth. And God said to Noah, This shall be the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh upon the earth. And the sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Sem, Shem, and Japheth. And Shem was the father of Canaan. These three are the sons of Noah, and from these was all mankind spread over the whole earth. And Noah, a husbandman, began to till the ground, and planted a vineyard. And drinking of the wine was made drunk, and was uncovered in his tent. Which when Shem, the father of Canaan, had seen, to wit, that his father's nakedness was uncovered, he told his two brethren without. But Sem and Japheth put a cloak upon their shoulders, and going backwards covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were turned away, that they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awakened from the wine, when he had learned what his younger son had done to him. He said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be upon his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Sem, be Canaan his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and may he dwell in the tents of Sem, and Canaan be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. And all the days were in the whole 950 years, and he died. Genesis chapter 10. The genealogy of the children of Noah, by whom the world was peopled after the flood. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Sem, Shem, and Japheth. And unto them sons were born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Thubal, Moshai, and Tharis. The sons of Gomer, Asines, Rephath, and Thogarma. The sons of Javan, Elisa, Phares, Shechem, Datanim. By these were divided the islands of the Gentiles in their lands, every one according to his tongue, and their families in their nations. And the sons of Shem, Chus, Mesram, Phuth, and Chanaan. The sons of Chus, Sabbath, Helviah, Sabbatha, Redma, Sabbatah. The sons of Redma, Saba, and Dedan. The sons of Chus begot Nimrod. He began to be mighty on the earth, and he was a stout hunter before the Lord. Hence came a proverb, even as Nimrod, the stout hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babylon, and Arak, and Akshad, and Shani, in the land of Semnar. Out of that land came forth Assur, and built Nineveh, and the streets of the city, and Shael. Rezin also between Niven and Shael. This is the great city. And Mesrim begot Ludim, and Anamim, and Labin, Nephathim, and Thethruesin, and Chaslam, of whom came forth the Philistines, and the Caphthorim. And Chanaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, the Hethite, and the Jeshubite, and the Amorite, and the Jezreelite, the Hivite, the Arsite, and the Sinite, the Aradin, and the Samarit, and the Hamathite. And after the families of the Canaanites were spread abroad, and the limits of Canaan were found from Sidon, as one comes to Gerarah, even to Gaza, unto thou enter Sodom and Gomorrah, and Adamah, and Sabana, even to Lisa. These are the children of Shem in their kindred and tongues and generations and lands and nations. Of Sem also the father of all the children of Heber, the elder brother of Japheth, sons were born. The sons of Sem, Ilman, Assur, Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram, Us, and Hul, and Jirtha, and Mes. But Aphrax begot Sael, of whom was born Heber. And to Heber was born two sons. The name of the one was Phalag, because in his days was the earth divided, and his mother's name Jektan, which Jektan begat Elmodad, and Salpheth, and Asmoth, and Jerah, and Adoram, and Azual, and Dirkal, and Ebal, and Abimael, Saba, and Orphath, Helviah, and Joab. All these were the sons of Jektan. And their dwelling was from Mesa, as we go on as far as Sephar, a mountain in the east. And these are the children of Sem according to their kindred, and their tongues and countries in their nations. These are the families of Noah according to their people and nations. By these were the nations divided on the earth after the flood. Matthew chapter 9. Christ heals one sick of palsy, calls Matthew, curses the issue of blood, raises the life, the daughter of Jairus, gives sight to two blind men, and heals a dumb man possessed by the devil. And entering into a boat, he passeth over the water, and came into his own city. And behold, they brought him one sick with the palsy, lying in a bed. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said to the man sick of palsy, Be of good heart, son, thy sins are forgiven thee. And behold, some of the scribes said unto themselves, He blasphemeth. And Jesus, seeing their thoughts, said, Why do you think evil in your hearts? Whether is easier to say, Thy sins are forgiven thee, or say, Arise and walk? but that you may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sin. Then said he to the man sick of palsy, Arise, take up thy bed, and go into thy house. And he arose, and went into his house. And the multitude, seeing it, feared, and glorified God that gave such power to men. And when Jesus passed on from thence, he saw a man sitting in the custom house, named Matthew. And he said to him, Follow me. And he arose, and followed him. And it came to pass, as he was sitting at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with Jesus and his disciples. And the Pharisees, seeing it, said to his disciples, Why doth your master eat with publicans and sinners? But Jesus hearing said, They that are in health need not a physician, but they that are ill. Go then, and learn what this meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice, for I am not come to call the just, but sinners. Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, Why do we and the Pharisees fast often, but the disciples do not fast? And Jesus said to them, Can the children of the bridegroom mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then they shall fast. And nobody putteth a piece of raw cloth unto an old garment, for it taketh away the usefulness thereof of the garment, and there is made a great rent. Neither do they put new wine into old bottles. Otherwise the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But new wine they put into new bottles, and the both are preserved. As he was speaking these things unto them, behold, a certain ruler came up and adored him, saying, Lord, my daughter is even dead now. But come, lay thy hands upon her, and she shall live. And Jesus, rising up, followed him with his disciples. And behold, a woman who was troubled with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him, and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, If I shall touch only his garment, I shall be healed. But Jesus, turning and seeing her, said, Be of good heart, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. And when Jesus came to the house of the ruler, and saw the minstrels and the multitude making a rout, he said, Give place, for the girl is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. And when the multitude was put forth, he went in, took her by the hand, and the maid arose. And the fame thereof went abroad to all the country. And as Jesus passed from thence, then followed to him blind men, carrying out and saying, Have mercy on us, O Son of David. And when he was come to the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said to them, Do you believe that I can do this unto you? They say unto him, Yea, Lord. He then touched their eyes, according to their faith, be it done unto you. And their eyes were opened, and Jesus strictly charged them, saying, See that no man knoweth this. But they, going out, spread his fame abroad in all the country. And when they were gone out, behold, they brought him a dumb man, possessed with a devil. And after the devil was cast out, the dumb man spoke, and the multitude wondered, saying, Never was the like seen in Israel. But the Pharisees said, By the prince of devils he casteth out devils. And Jesus went about all the cities and towns, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every disease and every infirmity. And seeing the multitudes, he had compassion on them, because they were distressed, and lying like sheep, they had no shepherd. Then he saith to his disciples, The harvest indeed is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he send forth laborers into his harvest. Dear friends, thank you for participating in today's reading. If you have any questions, comments, or prayer requests, please send me an email at bishop.alexander.oca@gmail.com. I will respond as soon as possible.